Hello? Can anyone hear me? Are we good? I think this should be good. Sad news, sad news. In case you guys are wondering, yep, this is about Charley Wolfcale, also known as Charley Wolfreich or Charlie Rant King. He passed away at least a year ago, and this is going to be a stream where I'm going to be talking about him, and I'm going to let others share their thoughts about Charlie in the chat if possible. I sent the link to whoever could be able to join if possible, and hopefully there will be some people who will be able to join. So, this is about Charlie. He passed away at least a year ago, and July 6th of this year, he would have been 37 years old. You know, I might go into some detail as much as possible about his personal life. I'm going to do this in order. I'm going to talk about what I know about his personal life, what his content in general revolved around, and I will also talk about his last activity online before his passing. And I'm also going to talk about the negatives regarding him. And so, yeah, he was born on July 6th, 1985 in Youngstown. That's a city in Ohio. This is according to his obituary. I'm going to share with you guys so you guys get the idea. If I can share a screen. So let me share my screen. This is from his obituary. This is, yeah, he was born on July 6th, 1985, Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah. And he, according to his obituary, he had the same name as his dad, and his mother's name was Cynthia Strobel Moore. He lived in Youngstown for all of his life, and the only thing that is stated about him is that he liked WWE. If you look at his obituary, it'll also say the same thing. His grandmother, Sandy Strobel of Youngstown, with whom he made his home, sisters, Courtney Wolfcale of Dallas, Texas, and Kaylee, and brother-in-law, David Tancer of Salt Lake City, Utah. A brother, Dalton Moore of Boardman, two nephews, Brady of Boardman and Dawson of Salt Lake City, Utah, and his dog, Brody. There will be no calling hours or services. And he was a prominent member of the YouTube internet wrestling community. His content would mostly be ranting content, hence his internet nickname, Charlie Rant King. The wrestlers he hated and would rant about would be CM Punk, Triple H, and he even trashed Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. To be honest, I never really got to know much of his content, and I never really got too serious about watching too much of his content, but many of his viewers have said surprisingly that it was funny and that it was entertaining. One video that I did watch from start to finish was his video where he was talking about Big E winning the title on AEW or All Elite Wrestling, whichever you prefer. You can find the video on his Instagram. I'll send the link to it if I can. I don't know. But yeah, you can find it on his Instagram. And plus, Charlie's favorite female wrestler who he had a crush on was Paige, according to TG Venom. Charlie's last post he made on Facebook before his passing was him talking about how he needed a vaccine for the coronavirus. And that was it. And if there's any of you guys who know about Charlie too, feel free to share what you guys know about him in the chat. And don't come on here and say, oh, fuck Charlie, I hope he rots in hell. Don't post that shit, okay? I want to make this as humble as possible. I don't want to talk crap about him. I don't want to desecrate his name. This is not what it's about. This is just me talking about him. Here's the link to his video. Here's the link to his video where he's talking about Big E. As far as his presence online goes, there are plenty of negatives that should be talked about as well. Because, needless to say, nobody's perfect, and this is not the kind of stream where people will be allowed to talk shit about Charlie. So if any of you come on here saying, fuck Charlie, again, it constitutes as desecrating his name. Anything that fits that kind of matter, you will be timed out, just saying. So it turns out, as a matter of fact, that the last comment that Charlie made on TG Venom's video was the comment I will show you guys. It was on TG Venom's video where he was talking about Iggy Azalea. The last post that he ever made. Let me get that up. Hang on. There we go. Let me share the screen. This was Charlie Wolfcale's last comment he ever made. Last comment he made on his YouTube video. And yeah. Like, it's hard to believe that he would actually post that. And to be honest, I'm going to say this. Charlie probably did not know that he was going to pass away before he posted that. If I found that out, if I found out that I was going to pass away soon, and if it was inevitable, I probably would have kept my mouth shut. But yeah, from the videos he had posted, he was rarely ever sober, though. He was drinking a lot. He even sounded intoxicated in his videos, and he was living on SSI, supplementary security income, and welfare checks. He had no place to go except for him living with his grandmother. But I'm going to go back to some of the first negatives that I knew about him. So this was way back in 2016. Charlie had a falling out with TG Venom, Manny G, Jackal Goldkick, and the others, because on his Facebook timeline, he posted the N-word and very horrible things about black people and females who do not like Donald Trump. And then that's when all hell broke loose. This was the post that Charlie had made in 2016. Yeah. I know. It's crazy how he actually posted that in 2016. But yeah, this is what happened. So ever since that debacle, here's the thing. He said Jackal Goldkick actually made a video response to that Facebook post before he ended up cutting ties with him. I'll send the link to Jackal Goldkick's post in the stream description. This is the video post that Jackal Goldkick made to Charlie Rant King regarding his Facebook post. And then that's when Jackal Goldkick cut ties with Charlie. And for a while, it did get heated. But surprisingly, TG Venom actually forgave him. And even after that was all said and done, it wasn't like the friendship between him and Charlie was destroyed completely. Even after that, Charlie was still watching TG Venom's videos and streams. I actually talked to one of TG Venom's subscribers and followers about it, called Felicia Amello. She told me that Charlie was actually raised by racist parents and that he even admitted it. He said that his parents never voted for Barack Obama both terms, back in 2008 and in 2012, because they didn't want a black American president. There was a video that I discovered of him going off on his grandmother. TG Venom heard about this, and he was asking him if he was willing to move out so he wouldn't have to put up with his grandmother walking on him whenever he would make videos. He said that he didn't have the money to do that, unfortunately. He never really had the money. And there's another rumor that has been surfacing around that Charlie Rant King is this one troll who, I won't even say the troll's name because he's too disgusting to even be acknowledged, because fuck that troll. But he's a troll who basically got angry at TG Venom over his opinion about a female YouTuber called Black Friday, and he was obsessed with women's behinds. He'd comment some disgusting crap about wanting to buy a female horse so she could potty train the horse by having her sit on his face and defecate in his mouth. Now, there are reasons why that theory exists, because there actually was a hacker who had discovered Black Metal Forever's IP address, and it turns out that the location of the user happened to be the exact same location where Charlie lived. But TG Venom is too familiar with that theory, but he doesn't believe it. He said that the Charlie, from what he knew, was never even capable of doing that he barely even knew how to work behind the computer, and he was not even talented at the most basic forms of video editing. So he has said before that the only way that we can really be sure that was not Charlie is if that account continues to do stupid bull crap in the future. And the last negative thing I know about Charley was when he posted a video of him pulling down his pants and mooning the camera. And I heard that he was exposed for humping a cat or some shit like that. I don't know for sure. I'll send a link to in the chat so any of you guys want to join too. And so what caused Charley to pass away was from a heart attack, because he was almost always intoxicated. And that goes on to another thing too. Charley Rant King was bipolar. He had bipolar disorder. And bipolar disorder is a very complex kind of disorder characterized by transitional mood swings ranging from manic highs to depressive lows. That's the basic thing you have to know about bipolar disorder. So Charley would have episodes where he'd have his manic high phase, and then he would be in his depressive low. It's a bunch of complex stuff. And he didn't have many friends outside of the internet either. He never had a girlfriend. He never got married. My first impression of him was that he wanted to be successful from the very beginning. I mean, there were people who actually paid him to mow their lawns for them. This was back in 2014 and 2015 when he was really serious about his YouTube content. Like, I heard that he would get paid to mow the lawn and mow people's lawns and everything. Yeah. And I wonder, this is the question. I wonder how Charley would have been if he just lay off the booze and stopped focusing on professional wrestling, if it were making him unhappy, and focus on something else. I mean, it's not easy to believe either that wrestling was the only thing that he had to focus on. I mean, there has to be something that he could have focused on that would make him happy. Maybe focus on rap music. I mean, he did like rappers. He liked 90s rap. He liked some underground rappers. He liked Tupac. I heard that his... Hey, how's it going? How you been? I'm doing good. His favorite female wrestler was Snow the Product. He loved Snow the Product. That was his favorite female wrestler. And when it came to wrestling, I mean, he hated what became of wrestling. But if wrestling was brought back to greatness that has been remembered from the Attitude Era, then Charley probably would have been more happy. He would have had something to look forward to instead of that watered-down crap that people call professional wrestling. And the intent of this video is not to shit on Charley, okay? I don't desecrate his name, mostly for his family's sake. But again, Charley had imperfections. It's not deniable. But what I also consider is how his family feels by him passing away. It's not really easy for his relatives, I can imagine. I already have a sense that there are some family members who love Charley just for the fact that he existed. And if there was someone who said that they hoped that he'd rot in hell or just shit on him, I already can tell that his family would be very, very sad and disappointed. But once again, I'm not going to say that I agree with everything that he stood for. I'll admit there were some characteristics about him that made me not like him. But who would I be to desecrate his name if I knew he passed away? It just hits differently. That's the thing. I cannot say that yeah, doing good. That's good. I really cannot say that he's in hell either, because that wouldn't really be nice to say that about him. Because even that seems way too under the belt. But that goes on to what I'm about to also mention. Charley was not very religious either. And the sad part is that according to his obituary, there have been no calling hours or services. He had no calling hours or services, so there was no funeral about him, I can assume. He didn't have a funeral, according to his obituary. Look, there will be no calling hours or services for Charley. That is very sad. Sad all the way around. And were there any family members who liked him or wanted to just get the chance to pay their last respects? It's sad to think that he never had anyone who liked him for him. But the question is, why do you think he never had a funeral? And that's another question I have. And almost a week later, his grandmother passes away on the 16th, just 12 days after Charley had passed away. And there's even an obituary for his grandmother, which I'm going to share with all of you guys. This is for his grandmother. Family and friends are encouraged to offer prayers for the family and support via phone, call, text, email, or may visit the Book of Memories at www.rossifunerals.com. Family and friends may call from 5 to 7 p.m. Monday, January 10th, 2011 at the Rossi Brothers and Layla Funeral Home. So his grandmother had a funeral, but not Charley. That is unbelievable. I just hope that there are some family members and friends who actually care about him. But overall, I really don't know what else to say about him because who knows where Charley has gone. I can't really say that he's in hell either because, like I said before, Charley wanted to succeed from the beginning. He used some of his time to make money by mowing the lawns for people. That shows how he wanted to be productive. Let me see. From what I saw of Charley, he had some pretty foolish takes, but it'd be for me to talk shit on him since he's dead now. Yeah. I really don't know what good things to say about him. I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not really nice to desecrate someone who is dead because, again, they're dead, and that would make their family and friends disappointed. But at the same time, it's like, again, I cannot deny that he's made a lot of foolish decisions. And again, you say that he's made foolish choices. Yeah, it is bad. Yeah, he has made a lot of bad takes. But again, he's gone, and I just wanted to make this stream because again, it's been a year since he passed away, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on the matter since I have a good reason to do it now. Yesterday I was busy with work, so I couldn't do it on the 3rd, but I'm doing it on the 4th, so now I'm here now. And yeah, I really don't know what to say about him. I hope that he's in a better place. I really cannot say he's in hell. I mean, if there is a God out there or a supreme architect of the universe, as you like to refer to it, who's forgiving and lenient enough to understand that Charley was not meant to be bad, that he wanted to do good things from the beginning, then who knows where he would have been now. And it is hard to believe how different he looks from his obituary photograph that was probably taken when he was in high school. I mean, I'm going to share with you guys his funeral picture because it is really really horrible to see how much he's gone downhill from there. This is an image of his high school photograph, the same picture that was used in his obituary. And if you look at it now, and if you do like a little side-by-side comparison, you'll see that his health has declined a lot. He had bad teeth, bad health. The guy was just not taking good care of himself. I'm gonna see if I can share another picture or something of him in his most recent video. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison if I can. I'm still with you guys, don't worry. Now, let me share a screen. I'm going to share a screen. And the fact that his health has declined over the years is very sad. The one on the left is a picture of him from high school, and the one on the right is a picture from his most recent video on Instagram, where he was shitting on Baker from the Cleveland Browns and how they lost against the Steelers in a baseball game, I think. I think it was baseball. I don't know for sure. It really is unbelievable. Not a lot of people are watching it. But yeah, I think I pretty much stated everything that had to be said. And again, I really don't want to be too disrespectful about Charley since he's gone. But to conclude this live stream, I cannot say I agree with everything he stood for. I just hope that he's in a better place because, again, I'm sure he had family members who cared about him. So, rest in peace, Charley. You are not a person. I know they're not the same at all. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But it actually is the same guy. As unbelievable as it is, it's the same person. The one on his left is his high school photo, and the one on the right is a screen cap of a video where he was talking about Baker and the Browns and how they lost against the Steelers. Rest in peace, Charley Wolfreich. Yeah, I hope he is resting in peace. Again, I don't wish him any harm. I just wish that he made some better choices in life. Because, again, I'm not too bad of a person, and it wouldn't be right to shit on him, even though he's made a lot of foolish decisions. Again, I really wish the best for him and for his family for the most part. Because, again, it wouldn't be right for his family if there was someone who was talking shit about him. Well, I guess that's it. I just figured that I'd come on here, share my thoughts about Charley passing, give my thoughts, share what I have to share, and share with you guys some of the info that I know about him regarding his life, the negatives about him, and some of his content overall. But I guess that's it. Once again, Charley Rant King, I hope you're in a better place, and I hope that you are resting peacefully. Because alcohol addiction is a bitch. Again, it's just one of the human imperfections, being addicted to alcohol. And again, nothing but the best. I'll be signing off. Thanks all of you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.